And welcome to opening day 2025 of the Kansas City Royals franchise mode here on MLB The Show 23. The Royals return here on the road against the Seattle Mariners for opening day here at T-Mobile Park in the year of 2025. And it is the new look Royals coming in to tonight's contest. You got new faces on this team, a new lineup, and some familiar faces as well with Kansas City. As we break down the Royals lineup, we start the leadoff man in Bobby Witt Jr., then in the 2 spot, Anthony Santander, 3, Vinny Pasquantino, 4, Salvador Perez, 5, Jock Peterson, 6, Alec Bohm, 7, MJ Melendez, 8, Luis Garcia, and 9, Dylan Carlson. This is against a right-handed pitcher for Seattle in Luis Castillo here on opening day. And folks, if you haven't yet though, make sure that subscribe button down below for some more MLB The Show here on the channel, more Royals franchise here on the channel. I promise you tomorrow the Padres March to October will return. But here is your projections for the Royals this season. They think Alec Bohm's going to lead us in average, then Pasquantino for OPS, Santander for home runs and RBI, Witt for stolen bases, and Dylan Carlson with WAR. We will see how this Royals team plays in 2025, looking for a return to the postseason and hopefully an AL Central title. Luis Castillo making the start for the Mariners here at 4.07 last season with a record of 7-6. Castillo will see Bobby Witt Jr. on the 2-2. Witt gonna slap one to right field. That ball will get down. Bobby Witt Jr. will be on with a leadoff single here for Kansas City. Anthony Santander now on the 2-1 pitch, gonna hit a ball opposite way into left field, going back on it, Marcell Ozuna. That ball's up and it's out of here. Anthony Santander's first swing as a Royals, a home run. 366 feet off the bat for Anthony Santander. There's a reason we brought him into Kansas City. 366 feet off the bat, and Santander makes this one 2-0 just like that. As Vinny Pasquantino steps up on the 1-1 pitch, Pasquantino can hit a fastball into right field. That will be the first out of this contest. Teoscar Hernandez has got it for Seattle. And here's your Royals lineup. We went over it earlier. Witt, Santander, Pasquantino, Perez, Peterson, Bohm, Melendez, Garcia, and Carlson. Salvi Perez down the 1-1 pitch, turns to the fastball, deep center field. This one's up and it's out of here. The second of the inning for the Royals. Salvi Perez launches one over the head of Julio Rodriguez. 419 feet for Salvi, and the Royals extend their lead here in the first. 3-0 Kansas City. Perez struggled all postseason long with the Royals last year, but he's turning it up to start this season. It'll now be Jock Peterson on the 1-2 pitch. Peterson puts one on the ground, and that one will get past the second baseman over there in Gleyber Torres. Jock will be on first base now for MJ Melendez on the 1-2 pitch. Melendez swing and a miss on that pitch down. We move to the bottom of the first as down goes MJ Melendez swinging. Here comes Shane Bieber pitching for the Royals. The Cy Young last season for the Cleveland Guardians made a huge signing with the Royals in the offseason. Here, he had 2.68 last season with a 21-5 record. Bieber will see Thairo Estrada up first, and Estrada is going to ground out to second base. One gone for the 2 spot, and JP Crawford on the 1-2 pitch. Crawford can hit one hard down the line. That ball's going to get down. Crawford is on with a 1-out double. As the Mariners, just like that here in the first, will have runners in scoring position for Julio Rodriguez, one of the bright young stars of the game. But Rodriguez strikes out in a slider. 2 down for Hernandez, and on the 1-2 swing and a miss as well. Bieber sets down Rodriguez and Hernandez back to back. As we go into the top of the second, Luis Garcia up first, in the former National League All-Star. I was going to say MVP. Definitely wasn't that. Garcia's going to be off the single. Dylan Carlson's first at-bat as a Royal results in a strikeout. Castillo's going to blow him away with the sinker, his 3rd strikeout of the game. Bobby Witt Jr. now going to get kind of a center cut fastball, but just simply gets under it. Julio Rodriguez at there in center. 2 down for the 2 spot. Anthony Santander homered in his first debut. This time, Santander in the left. That ball will get down. Santander is 2 for 2 now as a Royal. Runners at the corners with 2 outs for Vinny Pasquantino. The first baseman on the 2-2 strikes out on the fastball up. We go into the bottom of the second. Bieber, of course, back on the hill for Marcell Ozuna. And he's going to strike out Ozuna on the slider. Get him out of there. 1 down for Seth Brown on the 1-1 pitch. Brown going to hit that ball into center field. There is Dylan Carlson under a really good fielder in Carlson. Of course, we moved on from Kyle Lewis in the offseason. And don't forget, we still have Edward Olivares on this team as well, still fielding comments. And I want to hear what you guys want me to do with Edward Olivares in the comment section down below, because he's a guy that's definitely a starting caliber player. It's just that I think we've got our 3 outfielders and we got our DH. We got Santander, we've got Melendez, we've got Carlson, as Jock right there should beat that one out. No, JP Crawford, what a play to put away Jock Peterson. But we got our 3 outfielders in Carlson, Melendez, and Santander. And then we got our DH and Jock Peterson. There's really no need for Edward Olivares on this team other than a bench bat, and I think we can definitely get value out of him if we are going to move him. Even if it is for like a AA prospect, there is value to be made out of Edward Olivares. So we'll just see. We'll have to figure it out. We've got one gone here in the bottom of the 4th, and there's a double play turn. Witt to Garcia, Garcia to Pasquantino. The middle infield for the Royals has not changed. To the top of the 4th, excuse me, I said bottom of the 4th earlier, that was the bottom of the 3rd. To the top of the 4th, MJ Melendez strikes out in a circle change. Luis Castillo in the 4th inning with 7 strikeouts for the Mariners. That's somewhere where the Royals struggle a lot, at least deep in the postseason against the Houston Astros. This team struck out a hell of a ton just deep into games. So we've got to start making contact with the baseball. Dylan Carlson going to fly out into center field as we go into the bottom of the 4th. JP Crawford up first. And we let our pitching carry us, as Crawford is just going to bloop one to left field. Will he look for extra bases? He will not. Crawford will stay put at first base. But we let our pitching carry us. That's kind of what happened. And of course, no more Blake Snell as Julio grounds right into a double play. Easy turn for the Royals. It's hard to turn up a guy like Rodriguez, but that's exactly what the Royals do. And we're going to get Teoscar Hernandez to pop out and a slider away, going now to the top of the 5th. But we let our pitching carry us. Blake Snell is really good. Asa Lacy, really excited for the future for him. He's only been in the major leagues for 1 year, and he was probably our second best pitcher last season, maybe even our best pitcher. Brady Singer, we're looking for a bounce back season out of him. Of course, last year was very questionable out of Singer, but he's on contract for another like 4 seasons, so there's nothing we can really do with him. And he's still young. He's 28 years old, as Pasquantino will strike out to end at the top of the 5th. And again, what a dominant outing other than the first inning. The first inning, don't get me wrong, was tough for Luis Castillo, giving up a home run, giving up 2 home runs, but since then he has settled in, 9 strikeouts now the Royals, as Ozuna's going to blast one deep into center field, but there is Dylan Carlson, 1 down for Seth Brown. Brown going to hit one past Bobby Witt Jr. Brown will be on it with a 1-out single. But, I mean, hell, we have Singer. Herman Marquez was pretty good when it mattered, as Gleyber Torres is going to strike out, so Bieber's got 5 strikeouts, going for Max Muncy now in the 2-2. Muncy deep right center field. That ball's up and it's out of here. The former Kansas City Royal Max Muncy goes yard 397 feet. And for the Mariners, they make this now a 3-2 game with 2 outs. Cal Riley now on the 1-2. Gonna hit that one to center field right to Dylan Carlson. But the Mariners make this now a 1-run game as we go into the top of the 6th. Salvi Perez up first in the 2-2, hitting one on the ground to JP Crawford. Crawford's gonna put him away. But yeah, we've got those guys. And then Shane Baz, the question mark as well. Baz pitched well in the playoffs. If we can just get some of what he did in the postseason into the regular season, he's going to be nasty, as well as Jock Peterson's going to get that one through with the single. Matthew Boyd now comes in, which is interesting. They bring Boyd in for the righty and Alec Boehm. We'll take it, the former Philly, on the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss with the fastball. Boehm is now 0-for-3 with some really bad swings. MJ Melendez down the 1-1! Perfect MJ Melendez! You knew it off the bat. Melendez just took Matthew Boyd yard. 424 feet from Melendez. It is a no-doubter. Unlike Santander's and unlike Perez's, there was no doubt and no question that Melendez just went deep. 5-2 for the Royals with Luis Garcia with 2 outs, and Garcia adding to the hit party, his second hit of the night. Garcia will be on first base with 2 outs now for Dylan Carlson on the 2-2 pitch. Carlson going to bounce one to third and to Max Muncy. That'll do it for the top of the 6th. The damage has been done. Kansas City up by 3, as Estrada, though, is going to put one to right field. He'll be on with a leadoff single. JP Crawford now trying to add on to the 1-2 pitch. It's Bieber's 90th of the game, and JP Crawford, I believe, just got his 3rd hit of this contest. First and second, no outs. Tying run to the plate at Julio Rodriguez in the 1-1. Rodriguez in the right. There is Anthony Santander. Santander is under it. Runner will advance. We don't even make an attempt at him, so they're on the corners with 1 out for Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez on the ground. Oh, we got to turn this. Garcia over to Witt. Witt got to hurry up, and the Royals turn 2. Oh, man, Seattle gets nothing here in the top of the 7th. Matthew Boyd is still pitching now to Bobby Witt Jr. Witt is going to strike out on the sinker. 1 down for Anthony Santander. Santander going to hit that ball in the right field, but it will be caught out there by Teoscar Hernandez. 2 down for the 3 spot by the name of Vinny Pasquantino on the 3-2 offering. Pasquantino going to be late on the slider and puts it the other way to Marcell Ozuna. To the bottom of the 7th, Kansas City up by 3. We keep Bieber in. He's at 101 pitches, but Cy Young doing Cy Young things, getting Marcell Ozuna to ground out here to kick off the bottom of the 7th. Now up Seth Brown on the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Pitch 105, and Bieber still getting swords We now go to Gleyber Torres, and Torres is going to get popped up in a foul ground. Pasquantino has got room out there to the top of the 8th. KC up by 3. Salvi Perez up first in the 2-2 pitch, just going to line one up the middle. Already a better start to the season than what Perez was doing in the entire postseason last year. He will be on with a no-out single now. Jock Peterson elevates a sinker, but that one is going to be caught in right field by Teoscar Hernandez. One down for Alec Bohm in the 2-1 pitch. Can Bohm finally got on the hit board? He will with a very weak base knock. We're going to send Salvi all the way to third, and he'll be in there. So they're on the corners with one out for the 7 spot, and MJ Melendez on the 1-2 pitch. That ball will get away. Rayleigh going after it. Perez going to try to go to the dish. Oh, he's going to be gunned out. We should have kept our 20 speed at third base. MJ Melendez, though, hits one up the middle. That ball is going to get through. It will score Alec Bohm, but if Salvi was still on third, it would have scored 2. It's fine. 6-2 now our score with Luis Garcia coming up on the 1-1 pitch. Garcia's got 2 hits. He will stay at that. JP Crawford going to make the play up the middle. But we go to the bottom of the 8th, up by 4. Scott Barlow coming into pitch now for the Royals. Signed him to a 5-year agreement in the offseason. Basically, Trinan, I think, has got 1 or 2 more years left as the closer of this team, as Max Muncy, first batter, takes Barlow way gone. Right center field at 6-3 now. Our score will be Muncy's second of the game and second of the season. 407 feet again for the former Kansas City Royal. But what I was saying earlier, Barlow had a bunch of different offers from a bunch of different teams. I think Toronto wanted him. I think Seattle, I think, was the team that wanted him as well. And we just gave him a big deal. We gave him a 5-year deal, I think like $25 million. I'm willing to pay him that as, oh God. First and second, no, it's, oh my goodness, Luis Garcia, bad throw in, and oh my goodness. The Mariners have got him on second, third. They're going to the plate here on Luis Garcia's error. It's 6-4. Wow. Horrible baseball being played. JP Crawford down the 3-1, going to put one on the ground to Luis Garcia. Finally, our first out. But on third with one out, here comes Julio Rodriguez on the 1-1 pitch. Rodriguez on the ground. Luis Garcia with the dive. He's got it, but 98 speed. Oh, wow. Garcia guns out Rodriguez. What a play, flashing the leather as down goes Teoscar Hernandez as well. So the Royals still up by 1, but man, not a good outing out of Scott Barlow as Dylan Carlson's going to strike out looking. But yeah, again, but the future plan for Barlow is he's going to wait 1 or 2 more years and then he'll take over as the closer of this team because Trinan's not getting any younger. I think Blake Trinan's, 38 years old. Max, we take him for 2 more years, and what a play at third base by Max Muncy. We critiqued his fielding. Okay, that's why. Last season, as Santander is going to get on, and oh, he's off the base and he's out. Okay, to the bottom of the 9th. The Royals trying to close things out, and here comes our guy, Blake Trinan. There's a reason why he's the closer. 1.02 ERA last season with 53 saves. Trinan will see Marcell Ozuna first, and Ozuna to Luis Garcia. Man, Garcia, he's been really good at times and really bad fielding. None down, runner on first for Seth Brown. Got him looking on the slider. 1 down for the 7 spot, and Gleyber Torres on the 1-1 pitch. Runner going. Salvi to second. Runner safe. So runner on second, 1 out, 2-2 pitch to Gleyber Torres, ball on the ground to Luis Garcia. Garcia's got it. 2 down, runner on third. Big spot for Max Muncy. He's hit 2 homers, this time on the ground. Right to Bobby Witt Jr. Went to first. That's your ball game. Oh my goodness, the Royals survive. What an opening day here in 2025. The Royals survive on the road here at T-Mobile Park in a thriller. The Kansas City Royals are victorious over the Seattle Mariners by a score of 6-5. The home runs by both Anthony Santander, Salvador Perez, and then later in the game by MJ Melendez are all the runs the Royals scored here tonight. And of course, a couple self-inflicted wounds in the 8th inning. I'm looking at you, Luis Garcia, and your bad throw. That's kind of what allowed the Mariners to get back in this game, and Scott Barlow's iffy pitching at best, but it's fine. The Royals are victorious. We're happy with the win. 6-5 is your victory for the KC Royals. And folks, thank you for watching episode number 34 of the Kansas City Royals franchise mode here on MLB The Show 23. If you haven't yet, though, make sure that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure you like if you are enjoying the series so far. Thank you again for watching, and Mamba forever.